Why is there no sound then? Oh, there's sound. Hey, there we go.
Tonight on Gunter's Universe. I'm going to be on Gunter's Universe tonight.
Oops.
We gotta be done by at least 9:30, so I can kind of get there a little early for that.
Oop.
Hi, Vex.
Hey. Hello.
I forget, the last time I showed off my map, there was only one floor, right? Or was there multiple?
That was
There's
multiple.
Well, this is what it looks
Oh,
like.
1 second, guys.
Aha. Oop. It is so warm in my room, you wouldn't even believe. Like, fucking hell. I'm overheating just sitting here doing nothing. It's bad.
I don't know where you are, but I take it you don't have AC either?
Nope. Although my parents are finally deciding to put in window AC this week. Let's hope that keeps like that, because it was supposed to be this weekend that we put it in, but fucking hell.
Yeah, so I'm
There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hey, OG.
Oh, that's right.
Alright. Oh, G. God damn it. GFG. God damn it.
People just call me Genesis.
Genesis. Same difference.
Oh yeah, well.
So have all of you guys seen this map yet?
Yep.
Awesome.
You showed off 2 weeks ago?
Oh my.
I did, yeah.
I don't remember this being
I-
this high though when you jumped.
I think he had.
No, it wasn't.
He's not talking, so.
Wait, did your no, that's just your actual avatar. I was like, does your avatar have a trail? But no.
Oh,
It's
no,
just a
no.
mesh.
Yep.
Because when you shot up, it looked like a trail for me.
Like those
For a
weird things
second.
when you do.
But so I started expanding on this map and a lot of its concepts. So hopefully soon you guys will see a much cooler version of this.
Soon
But
TM.
it's not the version.
No,
haven't
no,
uploaded
it's
yet?
not.
Soon TM.
Soon, TM, yeah.
Oh, I'm just standing by spot.
Just like my Tron mode is going to be implemented into my map soon TM. There's still some errors with the actual physics of the bikes. Because right now all I have is like a cube basically with a start button and stuff for each bike. I haven't even done any game logic or anything. I just have to get that right on. And somehow I've inadvertently made joystick not kind of turning. I'm not even sure what's happening, to be honest. You'll understand once I get into it though. It's a very basic Unity model for the actual bike.
Document?
As in just a cube.
So we're not going to get going probably for another 10 minutes here. 5-10 minutes here, but does anyone just want to let me know what they want to show off right now, and they can get at the top of the list?
Hey, sorry, I was talking to someone.
My game mode.
Is this like quiz?
Yeah. That's just like a quick
I was clicking a
Three to
Discord, link
4 minute
to
thing.
like the
Nothing
only
major.
up in here.
Okay.
There's this many people, it's gonna be like what, 3 times that time?
Yeah.
Another Project H.
Well, hopefully people can actually figure out how to use the teleporters in my map now, because, you know, there's a spawn room that has instructions on how to click the button, you know, because apparently people can't do that. I don't understand.
Oh, I hear people.
I'm having to put in a fucking mini map as well on each teleporter room, just so people know who's on what floor. It's like, good God, the amount of stuff I need to add to it to make it not confusing, I guess. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious that it's like this, but I guess not.
You should listen to his explanation. If you haven't seen this for a minute.
But you know, guys, so the whole point behind this world is, if you take this computer, this is kind of like a little test they did. But if you hit these left and right buttons, it'll rotate your camera on your device. If you're on a desktop, you can hit Q and D keys. And that'll do the same thing. But the whole point is you'll see these floating platforms, and if it looks like you can walk on them on the screen, you can just kind of walk up them, even though they're not.
Fix that. So cool. Super cool.
Is that what we'll do? Hey, Nauticus.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Oh, hey, Nauticus.
Oh, have you talked to him, Squid?
I have not yet.
Oh, okay.
Is there something I should talk to him about?
Oh, just what we talked about.
So now, if you rotate your camera a certain angle, it will make a platform.
Is it top secret?
Yeah.
Well, for us anyway.
Yeah.
That's something we plan to do at the end of what's going on in that little group.
Okay.
So what I need to do is actually take a picture of you with the camera.
All right.
Just gotta find a normal model.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We can just use the camera now to do it.
Oh my god, you're like from Shaun of the Dead.
And Stabby.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Times a year.
Oh my god. Oh, hi there.
Come on.
I fell off.
This is really fun.
One alpha and one green. I'll explain it to you later, but we'll just do a pose, like right here.
Okay.
It's for
What kind of pose? Just
well, like something you would take for a group photo.
group photo. I don't know. So uninspired right now.
Finger guns.
Yeah, like
Finger
finger guns
guns,
or hands
finger
up in the
guns,
air,
yeah.
whatever. Something that represents something that represents
Nice
you.
finger guns.
Jazz hands.
I know, I can hear you. You can hear me.
Yeah, that's good enough.
It's nice with the shading in this map.
Oh man. Yeah, I think that should do. We'll explain it to you later. When we're
Alright, sounds good.
done with this.
You have to make it look like you're having fun, whether or not
Yes.
it's life at the moment.
Is
Oh,
there a certain order that we're going to be doing things in for maps?
Oh.
Is it
There
reserved
is,
for
yeah.
first spots?
I never actually
So
noticed.
Alright.
once we get
Side
started here in
things
about
turn
2 minutes, I'm going to
colors.
start asking questions. I'm going to start asking who wants to, go first.
I can
And
ask
from that
questions.
point on, just,
Alright.
speak up and I'll write your name down. If you want, I can just write your name down right now. You'd be
Where
going
do I
second,
write it down?
Mr. Cyber. Oh, no, I'm writing it down. I
Oh,
have
okay.
a document on my end.
Alright, thank you very much. 'Cause, yeah, it'll take a while for my second map to upload. I don't want to be greedy. Are we on to show one map?
I didn't realize how broken they were in VR until I used them in VR. Logic works fine, just Just need to work on the joints a little bit. Sometimes.
Alright, no, we got Cyber and then we got Genesis. What was it? 609.
Oh, it's a Ruby.
It's like the hair in my headset that's tickling my face. And I hate it. Alright. So I think we should probably get started here. I'm gonna come stand up here. You guys can come line up around here like the peasants you are. Look, there's Alright, so let's get started. Hi everybody, welcome to the developer meetup. This is just a weekly meetup we do where, you know, we all get together here in a central world and I ask you guys what you want to show off and then I write it down and then we just sort of go through that in a sequential order.
Again by accident. I don't mean to be here. I'm sorry. But I still have these. So, you know, whether or not you do or don't want to be here, welcome. So what I'm going to get my document out here real quick, and I'm going to ask you guys if you have anything to show. So does anybody have anything to show today? Two people each down. If your stuff is in progress, don't be afraid to show it off. Remember that this is a developer meetup, not a finished stuff meetup.
I do have a question though. So I know you said you wanted the world limit to be 40, but mine is currently 30 and it's also public. Would you rather I upload it to be 40 people and take it off public?
I think right now this looks like much less than 30 people.
That should
so
be fine. And it's
you should
60
be fine.
anyway, so.
Yeah.
Because I do have.
I just say 40 because there are. I'm sorry.
Actually,
Yeah,
that's
I know. I got
okay.
you.
That's not you
I know,
It's
but
just
you'll-
sometimes we do get a lot of people and then we can't
If
fit
it's got
everybody
30
into
right
the
now,
world.
60 people can join.
If it's
The friends.
I can talk.
God, so I can
If
see.
I have to block
on,
on
I can
first.
show it off next week because there's
Frames
a
are
lot of
dying.
things to fix about it. So.
Oh no, man, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
The last time I've been into the meetup was like Ron and
Last time I was in a meetup, it was just like actually a year ago.
maybe it was like in December.
Maybe the Bioshock might something to show.
Oh, Mr. Abbott.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Recognize that it's kind of stuff.
Oh, I like it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, adjusting my
Okay, let's get
character
started.
a little bit because
Cyber
I'm
from Jump Portal
probably.
to
Yeah,
your
there
map.
we go. That's better.
Oh, did you go to desktop?
I'm gonna make sure it's not in spawn though.
Oh man, yeah, I'm ready for
Please remember to keep it invite plus as well.
my
Yep.
I've had so many crashes with that as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Oh.
Alright, up on
Oh
it.
no! Don't go in there! Don't go in there! Don't go in there! Invite
What?
plus, please.
It is.
Oh, it's invite.
Oh, it's
Invite
invite.
without plus.
No, it's invite.
Oh, what? It said invite plus. What the hell?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, one second, guys.
Take two.
Invite
Oh,
plus.
large avatar.
Oh, I forgot about the jump.
There we go.
Nice.
That one
That-
says
There we
weird.
go.
Okay, I for sure clicked the invite plus
Everybody-
button before.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
There we go.
Oh. I'll wait for everyone to load in here. And mainly Squid.
So, where did you get the model, by the way? Is there like a game that has this?
No, I just made this. It was Fuse, so I just kind of approximated.
Oh, nice. Well, that works.
Yeah.
That's...
Is that squid? That's squid. Alright. That seems like everyone, I think. Are we missing anyone?
Well, one just went through, but...
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So, first
Pretty
of all,
sure that
obviously,
was
I made a
everyone.
new... I made... No. Okay. I made a new spawn room, obviously, because it was way too small.
Accepted
and
invite.
putting
Just didn't see
info up on the
the
walls. But, other than that,
You're
nothing
from
here has
the-
really changed.
what's
There
the
is a
game called
new
again,
info there, and a couple
my
more
controller's been dying
things
so
like
much.
the
Virus
plan
game.
features section.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, there's nothing new
Prototype,
here.
yeah.
So,
Oh,
follow me.
nice.
We're gonna go up to the...
Hey guys, if we just want to follow
I
Cyber real
like that
quick.
game way too much. Yeah.
We're gonna be going up into the 3rd floor, so when you go up into the corner teleporter, you click the button with arrows going up twice, and go through the teleporter. Well, you click the button once, go through it, and then go through it again to get to the 3rd floor, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute this because it's flaking out for me.
There you go. Yes, no problem.
He made of a box around you.
I am not. Nothing's happening. Oh,
once you click that
because the
awkward
teleporter appeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have to
Oh. Was that everyone?
I think he said we have to do it twice.
Yep, twice.
Oh,
You
we have
click
to
the
do it
button
twice?
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Click it again,
One more
this button.
time.
This
One more.
Engage.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Now the other side is the down and that's the up.
Alright.
So this one.
Oh my god, you're in space! Oh my god, I'm in space!
Yes.
Yeah, you can fly though.
There you go.
Start engine? I'm not touching that.
Yeah, don't click any of that yet.
Oh, the Tron's on.
Please.
Are you sure?
Oh, this isn't a mirror. I thought this was a mirror.
Yes. Oh, don't sit down in them either, please. Now when you get up, that one's gonna get deleted.
Yep.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
think
this
the
one.
prefabs are working yet. No,
No, it's
I
not.
haven't gotten it working yet.
Oh, well, at least it's fixed though.
Where's Squid?
God
God damn it! Stop saying it. Oh, I thought you were saying in it.
Is everyone here?
No, we're missing
He's
some.
like one step down. He's
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I kept
There you
going downstairs by accident.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Okay.
But
Always
yeah,
down
on
for
this
some
floor, I'm
user
gonna be
discs.
putting in a Tron game mode where you can have 4 players per game. Each player will have one of the 4 colored Tron bikes, which are gonna be actual Tron bikes, not just these eventually. And once everyone is sat down and is in their bikes, there's an option to start the game, and then it'll launch the bikes off, the doors will close, and screens will come down, and then you have the option on all of the screens on the map to switch between different viewer play points, or you can look to a down-facing
Top-down.
camera. So if I sit in this here, if I can. So far I have gotten it to be able to, in desktop mode and in VR mode, I have it the ability to go forward and turn, which is just basically all I did over the last hour. Kind of had to rush it, so it's not exactly working, but as soon as I hit this button, it's going to launch me off. And the only thing that I need to do for this to be working, one, game logic, the actual bike models, and then figure out a way to make the trail actually collidable, because that's like, that's the main point of Tron. So, as you can see,
I'm thinking that we're not seeing what we're supposed to be saying.
Oh, is he like raced up? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, object
I
sync.
don't think he has
Yeah.
object sync.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
object sync.
Oh yeah.
oh, no object sync.
No.
Yeah.
No, so what you have to do, you might have object sync on it because I saw it turning.
Yeah, I
you want to
did.
put a pick. Did you have
This
pickup
was-
on it?
Oh.
So
I'll
object,
have to look at
object
it.
sync won't work unless you have pickup,
that's
and then turn off pickup.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. Yeah, the whole point of it. That's what I have so far. I need to fix up the turning on those though. They have a bug I didn't see until I used it in VR. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's everything I have so far. If you want, you can check out the rest of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got plenty more floors to show.
Yeah, dude, show off more.
All right. Well, right now we're on the launch floor. The floor below us was the avatar floor, which I think I've shown off in the dev meetup for sure. But if we go up,
It's so laggy now.
left is always up, by the way, just for reference. This is the day.
Up again?
Up again, yeah.
Up again.
It has
Took somebody's thing.
dance around with. I'm gonna be adding a bunch more like dance objects. Like I'm adding a baton here that's gonna have 2 particle systems on one on each end, so that when you spin it, it does a particle system. Then I'm gonna think of more stuff for that. But this is just a nice little area to dance to whatever music you like, or play your own music if you want. And that's all there is for this floor. There's obviously screens for the music on each side. And yep. Follow me up one more. Obviously the best part. Obviously. To pool.
Yeah.
Hey.
Welcome to the pool. I'm gonna be adding actual working like pool item physics, where if you put an item on the pool, it will actually float per se using forces. And then
that's awesome.
like floaties and stuff like that. Just a bunch of fun pool stuff.
I've been muted, but
Awesome.
there's like somebody just recently posted in the world like a way of making like reflections nice with those objects too. And it's just using cloth physics.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I can like find that link again and post it later. Someone just remind me, please.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll remind you.
Yeah. So far, that's what the map is. And I think this is as many floors as there's going to be. I'm pretty certain. But this is what it looks like from the outside.
Nice. Cool. That's really nice, man. I love the architecture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm also going to be adding like asteroids and stuff that are floating around it to make it look like it's a space station that has its own gravitational pull and whatnot.
Awesome.
It looks great.
Also, I thought it looked like a giant laser beam. This is not relevant to the dev meetup, but I added this to it.
No, dude, that's totally relevant to the meetup. That's awesome.
There's no sound yet. I still need to find it.
I have my avatars blocked.
Oh my gosh.
There's my frames.
Oh, too many of us
probably. See, and it has a nice little effect that it shoots off way off into the distance there.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Sorry, my gaydar was going off. It was me. I've had it called that several times. But yeah, that's everything on the map so far. But all this, I didn't get any inspiration from this at all. This was all made from my own mind, from scratch.
Nice.
Awesome. I love the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they all unlit shaders and you're animating the values, or I mean, as in like sorry, the colors? I mean.
It's just one of the rainbow shaders I actually found on a GitHub.
Oh, okay.
Which worked out pretty nice. You can adjust like saturation and color. I'm not good with shaders yet. I need to get into those still. But probably.
Yeah, no, I can only do simple stuff too.
I have a co-op job here starting in 11 days, so that's gonna take up all of my free time basically. I also have finals in school, and I have a research I have to get done as well. So.
Yeah, no, all school and all that comes first, man. Don't pressure yourself to develop stuff for VRChat, which you're doing completely for free. You know, other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. I think Genesis was next.
Yeah, I was just checking. I think Genesis is next. So if you want to drop a portal to that, invite us, please. We'll move right on.
All right, it's only one world, right?
You can show off as many as you want.
I only have 2 ready. They're gonna be brief though.
All right.
Just to save time, because I have to go to another world at 7 because people are expecting me. So let me just blow up the first world. This one's slightly incomplete. Well, actually very incomplete, but it's also one of the coolest ones I have planned. If I can, come on, work to me, damn it. All right, invite plus, and let's go.
Dive in.
Double dare.
Yes, it's time for the physical challenge.
Oh,
This is sweet.
Nice.
Double dare.
Oh
Oh,
my
my
God.
so
Frames.
many meshes.
Oh,
This is
Oh,
great.
wow.
So much
That was
better.
so many
Brains are in the
meshes.
feels, man.
Oh boy.
What's happening?
what?
Oh no. Hold on, something's not right with one of those things. Yeah, something's not right. Hold on. Yeah.
I must jump in.
All right. So let me play the music.
Yes,
Oh,
music.
Oh, where's the music? Oh, is that not working?
Turn my sound effects back off.
Is it
Hold on.
enabling a sound?
Oh, sound should be active. Hold on.
My sound
Is
effects
the
on
sound
30.
is the sound emitter active by default, or is
I
that
don't know. No, it's not. Please stay away from the console.
No, I'm just asking to help.
Yeah. It's supposed to load up on these buttons. It doesn't load automatically. I've had this issue. Hold on, let me try this one.
What is this?
You have to, I know you
This
have to
is
be careful.
Double Dare.
I tried messing with stuff like
It's
that.
a classic Nickelodeon game show that I'm recreating in VRChat. So take a look around. There's not much to see now, but it'll be a short time. Yeah, I also got the timer working.
All I care about is
This
that
reminds
there's a
me of
slide.
old
Can we
Dutch
use the slide?
game show for kids as well called
I
Yeah.
can't get on the
Jump.
slide.
Right there, that's a fully
I have-
functional 30-second
Genesis.
timer up there.
My heart is broken.
Have you actually
One
measured
of
it to see if
the-
it's accurate?
One of these things is, both of these things are actually glitching out right now. I forgot to turn these off. They're supposed to be, supports. They're actually, I forgot to turn off the loops for those.
Genesis, will there be a jump in this?
I will add jump, I just need to figure out how to do it.
Alright.
I was gonna say, because that's...
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, Genesis.
It's super simple.
Yeah.
It's VRC player mods. You
Oh, thank
add
you very
jump
much.
as
Yeah,
a player.
I got.
It's a
Oh,
player
thank
mod.
you. I'll see if I can do
It's
that.
like-
Yeah, I always forget
it's
to put
so
it in.
easy.
I don't know why. But yeah, so if any of you ever watched Double Dare before on Nickelodeon in the 80s or on reruns, this show may be familiar to. Otherwise, I'll tell you a little bit of it. You have to answer questions, take physical challenges, and try to win money.
Time is it?
And if you have the most money, you go to an obstacle course. The obstacle course is 3 obstacles right now. This is the one that's the most interactive right now, the one-ton human hamster wheel. Just be careful around it, though. If you go in it, you'll go flying, like that.
I'm down.
Just like real life.
Yeah, so yeah. I need to fix that. It's just on demo mode right now, technically, because it's supposed to do this when you interact with it, and this boxing glove comes out and takes a flag. You take a flag, but it used to have a mesh collider in it, but apparently it causes people to lag if they touch that glove. I removed the mesh collider since then, and we've called it the 4 GB RAM punch. Monkey bars? I'm gonna figure out a way to do monkey bars, having to climb on them. I'm planning to use like similar seat
You
methods.
look really cool like that. Oh, here.
Yeah, I'm gonna use like similar the seats that are gonna be
This way.
used.
There we go.
Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, can
Yeah,
like
that
transfer.
looks amazing. Like that.
Yeah, thanks. All right, and then the monkey bars, the seats are gonna work a similar way to the seats, where you click on them and you get an animation on them for the monkey bars. You have to climb across. Sunday slide's a little dysfunctional right now because there's a clearance issue.
Oh, is there?
Oh,
Yeah,
are
there
you
is.
crouching?
Wait,
Yeah, there is. I thought you were able to go down.
Do this.
oh, yeah, Genesis. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what your player height is, you always have the same height hitbox. That's what I found.
Oh,
on my
that
app.
sucks.
Oh.
But yeah,
You sure about that?
yeah,
Okay.
this is all gonna be functional soon. I'm trying to figure out how I can get fluid physics into this at all with an add-on to make it more realistic. But yeah, this is Double Dare so far.
Just need a Mark Summers
avatar.
All right, but I'm sure you want to see a more complete one at some point, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah,
Like if you want to show it to another later developer,
That is
that's
so
pretty
cool.
All right, so here's one of the worlds I recently finished. This is just one of 3 different versions of the game.
Your
Hey,
soul
isn't
One
the
of 3
music
different
from
styles.
There's
Professor
nothing
Layton?
in
Eyes
your-
are
your
right
eyes
here.
I have no
You
idea.
guys are moving
Let's
on.
go.
Genesis is about to drop a portal. Oh shit.
Jeopardy!
God damn it. Okay.
Oh no, we're in jeopardy.
Oh god.
Friendly.
Big sign.
Sorry.
Let's keep it family friendly.
Monkeys joining up.
Please stay away from
Shakespeare.
I wanna play.
Alright, so this is one of the 40 player versions right here. So you can see.
Do you not have a
Careful,
lollybox?
watch the buttons.
You have a lollybox?
How do you set
Yeah, just please otherwise it'll mess things up for everyone else.
Yeah,
can't-
just
Ah.
check in.
Oh, you can
Just a second.
operate the entire show like that. Oh, that is so
Yeah,
nice.
just don't press the buttons, otherwise it'll mess it up for future joiners.
Okay.
Alright, Squid,
then
so
I'll
I'm gonna show you this. Yeah, well, here's how it works. If the buttons are pressed, they won't properly load for late joiners. But yeah, so this is a fully functional version of Jeopardy. I'll show you how it works for a little bit. So I can activate the music.
Oh shit, I gotta turn music on.
I shouldn't even call them Tron bikes yet, because
Don't turn it up too high.
Yeah. I hear it.
So yeah, you can see how that works. Get an intro sequence, I
it's
can
coming from
pause
over
this. And even better, for smaller player models, I can actually do this.
Oh, it does have a lockbox.
Yeah, I can do that. I can lower it as well. I can toggle the buzzers.
Hey, how are you?
Get
I
from
can
your
also,
show.
Good.
and if you step out, if people
no,
can step
I'm-
outside this area real
I'm
quick,
good
I can also
today.
do this to lock.
Alrighty.
Step out. Make sure you stay away from the console real quick. I'm gonna do something. I can lock the surroundings around me.
Ooh.
I can do this. That way, no one can.
Fuck with
That way, no one can interfere with the game. All right, please stay away
I
from
can
the.
still use the buttons. I'm not gonna hit them, but.
All right, thanks. All right, so pay your attention to the board real quick. Yes.
Your mesh collider on these stairs here, when you hit the railings, legs me the hell out. That's
Oh,
mesh
okay.
colliders that you
Oh,
find.
yeah,
You probably want to put like a box collider.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it. Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
I'll
boy,
fix
yeah.
that.
I'm not getting lagged. Why does
Oh,
that
yeah.
happen?
It's
It's
this
like right
corner
here.
right. It's because
Yeah.
VRChat.
Oh, is it because of that little arch?
It's because it's calculating the
like
collision
super
for
high
all.
power.
all
Yeah,
sides.
I'll change them. I'll change them to
Right.
boxes.
So when you go and touch
Thanks
it,
for the feedback, guys.
Can't even see it.
All right,
Yeah, no
but
problem.
anyway, so guys, please.
I gotta go. Let's go.
Oh, see you, man.
All right, so I like to focus your attention to the board real quick, because the board is the star of the show. Watch this.
Boop. I gotta go.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
So it turns on the exact same way as it does in the show, down to the last detail in the order they turn on.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
I paid incredible attention to this.
Yeah.
You got 6 categories up top, and you have individually controlled wager screens. So if I activate Shakespeare for 300, there you go.
How do we read that?
You have to. Usually, people would have to get up close to it in the game, or just look at their screen harder if they're have a high resolution
just gonna say-
screen.
That's
Or
gonna be
someone
like
could
really
read it
bad
for
for
them.
VR people.
Yeah, it's terrible for VR.
Like you should probably
Yeah.
put like some other screen on this side for us to read, for VR people to read.
I gotta do that.
Or put the
There's a
screens
screen
in the little
here.
consoles, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the question's read anyway. Like the question's read aloud, so
Yeah, I was gonna. Someone could read it out for them.
yeah, it's always read aloud to the players, so that way they understand. Because in the show, they never see it; they always hear it.
I'll take tweets and tweeters for 500, Alex.
Well, also I can turn it off too. I can blank it to make sure it's disappeared and can't be selected again. And I also have where else is there? Where is that one thing? And I have daily doubles too, accompanied by a sound effect.
Nice.
So I have that. I can activate the answer. I can blank it, and I can also blank out the categories. I can also blank out the categories. So you see the red lights around the categories?
Yeah?
I can turn those off one at a time. So when the category's
wow.
used up, I can turn them off just like that. And the buzzers work too on both ways. So you can see Lakuza's over here, and if Lakuza presses one of these buttons, it will light up the front, and it'll also light up my button over here, so I can turn it off, and it'll turn it off as well. So I can blank these. Double Jeopardy works the same way, as well as Final Jeopardy, different button toggles. I also can control the set in certain ways. What else is there? I also have the famous sync music for Final Jeopardy.
Nice.
That was the most
Yeah.
important thing you needed.
Yeah, and I made sure it's accurate to the detail from the decade it's from. This is 1984 Jeopardy.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So this is the earliest
Attention
known
to
Alex
detail.
Trebek Jeopardy. So with a fully functional board for both rounds, raising podiums for small avatars, lights,
Yay!
sound, and everything else, Jeopardy is bound to become the next VRChat big thing. Thank you for checking it out, guys.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Where do I invest? Genesis, how's your other world? The one that
Huh?
you showed off before.
What?
The one you showed off a few weeks ago?
What?
There's that one, the one game show you showed off a few weeks ago.
Second chance?
Yeah, how's that coming on?
Oh, I can't check it out right now because I'm still having a little issues with it. But if you want to see what you can, maybe some people can help me at some point with the synchronization issues. Oh, what's this?
I mean, just ask on World's chat and we'll be there to help out.
Hello, Gorman.
Perfecto. Alright, so if that's all you're showing off, I'm gonna move on here.
Go ahead. I have to go soon anyway. Thank you very much, guys. I'm actually hosting the game later tonight.
Oh, good luck.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nice. Wildclaw. Where's Wildclaw?
Over here.
By the way, that character that you just had.
Drop a portal to your world.
What was
Just make
that?
sure it's
Because
invite plus,
I
please.
recognize it.
Gotcha.
Final Fantasy
Sort of.
13.
Oh,
Shiva.
nice.
Yeah, it's from all
Looks
worlds.
good.
Yeah, I'm doing like a Final Fantasy world with all the avatars in it as well, and like bosses and everything.
Oh.
Hey, wait, are you showing off the demo today?
Should I?
I'll actually tell you in the
Yes.
world, but here.
Oh, my
put
hand's
info
lagging
there.
here.
Alright, let me double check my
Yeah, this goes like that.
Wait,
Yeah, I'll
hey,
start.
okay.
It's got a trailer in it as
Come
well.
and take a look at my shades here
I wanna
quick.
see that
Yeah,
too.
I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Portal time!
Squid,
Awesome.
I'll
Guys.
add mine.
Oh, yep.
Squid, I'll add mine to the list as well
so
at the end of the
You will
have to show you that.
Awesome. I'll write it down as soon as.
Full introduction.
Heat waves and VR do not mix at all. So annoying.
Hopefully everyone can get in here. I only made it like 30 people. I should have made it 40.
That's fine. Like we can have 60 people in here right now, so we won't fill it.
It's no problem. Yeah. Hopefully it's not a problem. When I upload next time, I'll do 40 people just to be sure.
Avatar.
Yeah.
I actually do have a flashlight avatar.
I wish I've got like the long hair.
Hold up.
Just hold my fist up.
You got a gun? I got a
Let's see,
camera.
flashlight. Wait, I got it. There we go.
Oh, wait, have you got the
Flashlight.
avatar yet?
We're good to go, guys.
We're working with.
I mean,
Oh.
I make a
Oh,
map
I
that's
have
dark. I
a
gotta come
flashlight
prepared.
avatar, sort of.
I'll wait till most people get here and I'll do a full introduction because
Is this a scary map?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
just
Yes.
nighttime.
Yes.
It's nighttime.
Yes. It is. Yes. It is.
Saber, I have
Content.
I have friends of mine who
There we
don't
go.
read this very well, so I would give you
I did facts. I did that bunny one or whatever.
Which one?
The two sisters with the dungeon.
Oh yeah.
I did that. Like screamed so loud when we were in the coffin, and I looked her behind me, and she was behind me. I screamed so loud.
Oh, you gotta look forward to the second part then.
Hey guys, Wildclaw's gonna say some stuff about his world, so if everybody just wants to gather around Wildclaw here, he's just gonna explain what we're doing here.
Gonna take a sip. I'll give you guys a second. I gotta stretch. Sorry, it's been sitting down all day. Alright, I guess I'll start. Hi, my name's Wildclaw. This is my world. It's called Wanderer. It is built to be an inn that I built with like explorer kind of vibes to it, like world kind of things to it. You'll see what I mean when I show you around. I've been building this place since February, and I've done like a bunch of like renovations and such recently in the past few weeks, and I actually made it public yesterday after I finished the renovations, but there's still like a few little bugs I have to fix.
God damn it,
And I wanted
monkey.
to show this world off to the dev meetup because I wanted to get like a lot of input from other world creators because it's kind of hard getting input and such constructive criticism basically. So if you see anything that you think might need to be improved, I mean I know the lighting needs to be improved a little bit,
That's the part of the
especially with
world,
spotlights coming down
Saber.
from the street lamps. Oh yeah, my nice little low poly trees
Is that
in the
moon
sky.
not part of the world?
No.
No, you mean the float? Wait.
That's it's
The moon's- the
monkey.
moon's not part of the
It's
world.
monkey. It's monkey.
So we can get to the inn two ways. We can either fast travel via the arrow over there, or we can take the long way. So we'll take the long way because I got stuff that I want to show you guys here.
So did you say that you modeled all this yourself?
Yeah, I built this world from scratch.
Nice.
The ground below us is a terrain from Unity, and I had some problem with like lighting because of that.
Oh yeah. So.
Like little intersection here. If you take the long way, you have a little sign here that tells you that you can go this way, or you can go to my friend's world called the Cupboard.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to make it feel like you were passing through, and the inn's like over to your right.
Organize the style.
So that's why I had
Do you guys mind if we just stop here for a second? Nauticus just sent me an invite. I think he got dropped out. So I just don't want to go too
Oh no, he went AFK in the chairs. Just laying down on the chairs.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he should be in here in a second. There he is.
Is somebody trying to load in way back
there.
there?
It's not a kiss.
Good, like perfect view.
Simon Pegg.
Just
It's a big sword.
Mm. Mm.
So tall.
It's just the only difference is I'm using some
I know
newer
what you mean.
classes that only Unity 2017 has, and then I just take the animations and import them back to
You don't test
5.6.
it if you find a little bug, and then when you fix one bug, you get another bug.
Are we talking about the audio thing you shut off last time?
Yeah, yeah.
That happened when I was doing innovations.
So I think Nauticus is here now.
Like the Donkey Kong.
Sorry, yes, if you want to continue.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah.
It's great.
With the glasses, look really cool.
I'd like to show you the little campfires first because I put these here for a little fun. Alright, so I added these campfires because I noticed people like hanging out outside my inn.
You
so you can
smell
sit on
like
the benches and you can also sit inside.
Oh my god, let me take a screenshot of that. Because your face is like really
sit inside
creepy.
the tent if you can.
You smell like
Now,
burning.
I'll send you on Discord.
inside the tent aren't perfect because they don't have a custom animation for cross-leg, which me and a friend of mine are working on figuring out how to do that. So right now they're just default seating. So I wanted to be like, you can sit inside of the tent and tell like stories and stuff. I added this recently, so.
Oh, that is.
Because I wanted the tents to be a little more interactive for people instead of just being there statically, like just there for scenery. I kind of wanted people to do stuff inside them. So that's why
Do
I did
stuff.
that. And then aside from that, you just have the
What
like
does
fire
that voice
effects and stuff.
think?
I optimized fire particles so they don't lag people too much.
Oh,
I have
nice.
a friend of mine who really like optimizing his map, and he gave me some tips on how to do it. So I'm really happy about that.
That's cool.
Oh dear.
Physically sitting down.
Oh, hey Damon.
Just this.
I'm just showing you the world of the meetup because I want to get some input and such.
Yeah, I'm sort of.
Yeah, I had a feeling people would enjoy the tent sitting in there, telling
Yeah,
these campfire stories. But
Just have to.
I think I'm too big.
Yeah, you're kind of like in
once I figure out how to do
Oh,
custom
I
animations
just
to the
said-
seating, it'll look a bit better. A lot of the seats, I want to do custom seating animations. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. There's something about to do like the animation. That's
Yeah, that's something that I want to learn properly as well.
To do that eventually.
They're
So yeah,
going to
there's also.
There's no-
Worlds thing, didn't they?
Oh, was that what Kuza?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So there is a campfire up there too, and it's elevated. And I originally had both of these elevated, but I decided to do like a mix between one on ground level, one elevated on a little hill, so that look a little better, kind of break up the scenery a little bit. Thought that'd be a little nice. So if we want, we can go over to the inn now, because I do have a lot to show. Well, not a lot, but you get the idea. It's like a little bit, kind of going there. Oh yeah, tell me if I'm going too fast. By the way, I have a bad tendency of doing that. Mood. Before we go in the inn, I just wanna...
Oh man. Oh.
So I had an Easter event here, and this is the reference to a movie based on the Easter event. So if you follow the trail,
Killer Rabbit. There you go.
So if you go near the bunny, it'll actually like respawn you after doing a little voice clip. So if you guys want to try it out, it'll.
Oi, back up! It's got big teeth.
It's not perfect. I still need to work on. So wait.
Big teeth. Oh, get off.
Oh, there you go.
Just go straight, and it'll teleport you back to the end. So, Faz, if you want to.
Nani? Yeah, just kill everyone again. Nani?
I still teleport you. Still teleport you. Yeah, go this way, Natica. See it as teleporter.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna then make open and close the doors. So this is my inn.
Tiny
This
chairs.
is the first floor.
Well, you're a
Yeah,
bit bigger than that.
pretty good when it comes to servicing my smaller audience.
Now I want to have my small avatar so I can actually sit in them. Let me.
Try not hitting those, I think.
There we go.
Copyright. There
you go. I can sit on it as well.
I like to contain all my
The things have colliders. That doesn't work with full body.
things and whatnot. That's why I put the
Chairs are without physics collider, so you could walk through them. Because else, when I go on top of it, like you see here, I'm standing on the chairs instead of like on the floor. Because now when I do like my sitting, oh wait, I have to position my floor space a little bit better so I can actually go back to my sitting area. There we go. You see, like now when I go sit, it's like on top of the chair.
Yeah, make it
Instead of,
full body compatible.
Yeah.
We could probably mention that to Wildclaw right now.
Oh yeah. Come over.
It's actually something every world should have as a default.
The chairs so people with full body can sit on them. Miss Stabby was just explaining how she can't sit on the chairs because
you have
kind of float on
Hold
top.
on.
I did not know that, but yeah, I can definitely do that. I should.
I'm a too big
Yeah,
a
like
man
if
for
they're
two
without
tiny
colliders,
chair.
Yeah.
And I've recently started taking them out.
Yeah.
I didn't take full body into account.
Big man's got a tiny
I
chair.
really should have.
Well, none
Yeah.
of the worlds actually do it, so you're not alone.
Well, that's a good thing you told me.
This is funny. I gotta take a screenshot of this.
Yeah, people really love my small chairs.
you go.
I notice it all the time. People come in, they always chuckle when they sit in the small chairs.
Wait, son, we're just small.
Wait, you want to
also.
Will anybody see this? These chairs
I
are
can
still
see it.
pretty huge for me. They're still huge. What the heck?
You guys are
Huh?
really going at it.
Oh, I can see you.
To make ant
There. I'm underneath it, but
Yeah, I can see you perfectly. You're like a lolly to me.
oh, hi.
That's adorable.
But I guess I'll keep going.
Oh, God,
How did
what
you
are you
get
doing?
that? By the way, how did you get that small while still being able to use your interface?
Oh, I can't.
Because if oh, and how do you change back?
I press this button and then I change avatars.
There's
How do you change
there's a keyboard shortcut to go back to
How do you
default
change
avatar.
avatars?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
keyboard shortcut to do default. I think it's right control backslash.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So then you just automatically turn into a robot, but everybody else still sees whatever you were before. I don't remember who told me that, but I'm so glad because before I would actually have to go to like the hub world and somebody would have to make a portal for me to go there.
The thing is, it needs to be like a panic button as well. Like you can press, because right now you can press the panic button to disable the avatars, but you need another one that you can be the default avatar.
Disable your own.
Let me grow up a little bit. Let's see.
Oh, grow up. I thought you said throw up.
There we go. Well, I still need to adjust my floor space. There we go.
Yeah, like with the tiny avatar, I was just like I couldn't ever get out of it. Like I never wanted to show people.
Yeah, I had it once, like I had one of the characters which was literally like 2 centimeters high, but eventually eventually how to solve it, like I removed my character from my database. And then it defaulted to something else.
It's the same when you go really big as well.
Oh, you got a nice friend there.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm pretty well known.
You had a bucket. Get wasted.
And then you have the little
What's that?
What would you call this? A keg or
the get wasted
that's a keg. This is a keg.
Okay. The keg's not perfect, obviously, but it's there so people can like, you know, feel like they can refill their drinks and stuff. And then obviously there's that boys. Oh, sorry. All right. So if you go inside the storage room, there's special ingredients because I have a menu here. The menu's not perfect, obviously. If you want to take a look at that. And I'm gonna make the menu look better. That's just kind of a start. And I added special ingredients inside the storage room over there. My special ingredients to make.
I mean, he's got a secret door here, but we can't do anything.
When it comes to
it's just your button.
Well, it's not very secret. This is everyone walks straight.
That's what this entire map has been this entire time to me.
That's how you learn stuff. That's how I learned stuff too.
Found your secret stash as well.
It's not the best.
Get out of here, you bum!
You guys found Okay, that's a long story. I'll get to that in a second with the pickable character. But I'll summarize everything else in this room because I want to get to the second floor as well. So over there you have the music, that toggles music, and then it has like a timer that doesn't let you pick music again for 5 minutes so people don't stand in the music. You have the stage with a toggable mic that you can change between sizes, although it is a little bugged. For blood, that too. You have the stalls, which I modeled myself using. They're not perfect, but they're better than what I had before. And then let me just put you right there. Thank you. And then you have the bathrooms over there, which
co-ed bathroom.
6 stalls and all. Actually, here. I think people like the bathrooms because I have tiny toilets.
I gotta take a shit in peace.
I do have tiny toilets. I service all sizes, guys. I mean, I got.
I'm doing it hard mode style. Okay, this is very difficult to get inside the toilet.
There you go.
I've really got to aim with this.
Buddy.
Just put like a little bullseye on the
bathroom, buddy.
in the center.
Oh my god.
Ow.
He's putting on a puppet.
I see you.
Oh god, alright. Here you go, Magic. Use the bathroom.
So that's why I added them. I thought it was a little fun little tidbit to have like small toilets and stuff. So that's why.
Tell me where the money is, Billy Bastard.
This is a VR game called Jungle Book.
Yeah, it's on Meetup, but VRChat version of that.
You guys.
Oh, this is actual prop.
Tell me where the money is. You're gonna love this. So this is.
I forget where the
above the campfires, and this portal. I mean, this will lead you there.
Okay.
So we are now up on the floating island right now, and this is a portal to my friend's world. I would not recommend going in there if you don't want to have to join back.
Think they went in this.
Bax, come here, in this one. Touch one of them.
What?
Touch one of the doors.
I know what happens. You get teleported.
Touch the door.
I know what happens.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh, it teleports you.
so we're back. So we are back at the end. So you don't have to jump off.
Oh, it's.
So I guess one question.
Yeah,
What was
cool.
going on with the box? Like, I don't know if you mentioned it, but like you had a box around everything. I'll take my headset. Oh, you mean like the collider on the island? Not
Nice
the
model,
collider,
by
but
the
it just
way,
looked like. Let's just go back out for a second.
Oh, thank you.
Like you can see, like there's the sky, obviously, and then what looks like a box surrounding us.
Oh, I
Is
don't see
there?
it.
I know.
Oh, you mean the horizon?
You mean the black box going around?
That's the terrain. We're supposed to be inside a crater right now.
Oh, okay.
It's not. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It might look a little off, but I'm terrible.
Here you go, Stabby.
Where'd everybody go?
Thank you. I was missing.
Hey. Oh, Saber, you want to watch me put Bob in an RKO? Out of nowhere? Yeah, hold on, let me...
Alright, and we haven't even gotten to the good part yet. We have to go up to the second floor, where my main attraction is, as I would like to think of it. So, we go up the stairs. Properly. So here's the mirror room. It's a really simple room. It's just a basic mirror toggle. It's a simple mirror toggle so people can check. Yeah, there's a mirror button right there. And
nice button as well. It's not like the usual cube, which is good.
I'm trying to live up to my name.
What are you doing? I was told that toggle mirrors
I'm
is good
living
for
up to my
optimization,
name.
that's why I made them toggleable.
Friended you, and
I make all my mirrors
this is how you treat me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I could also do occlusion, but that's a little complicated for me.
I just watched
to do that
a
eventually.
Viking RKO ragdoll. My life is
Trigger collider.
You can also sit down in the chairs, obviously, and look at yourself in the mirror. Because I got the idea when I went to a world and there was a chair in front of a mirror, and I thought, oh, people might like to see what they look like when they're
What the heck?
That's why I did that.
So your skin's all like that.
This video is a nice little thing I added. And then there's a small button over there for people who are really small, but the collider's a little wonky.
Really
Oh no!
Needs to be actually uphill.
In some worlds, it looks really.
Yesterday? I saw the body.
I don't want to rush anything. So you guys take your time.
Shut it, Thanos! And you know the guy's actually playing Thanos. It's the same guy.
My mic was muted. Really?
Well, I apologize for you lagging.
It's the same actor.
Let me go out here real quick. So one sec.
Sun is getting real low.
Yeah, I apologize. The room is really small. I usually don't take into account having a lot of people in one room.
Whoa!
Alright, so we can go into the guest rooms now, which is the main attraction. So, this world has private rooms that actually lock and unlock.
Oh, cool.
So if you wanted to have like a private room, so you have like... based on which rooms are locked and which are unlocked.
Oh, I'm sorry, I recovered your boyfriend.
And also, if you look around, you'll see paintings on the not paintings, you'll see pictures on the walls. Those are all world creators.
I touched it.
Other worlds on the my world. I thought people would really like that.
Oh,
so
Winky.
All my
Did you finish my
like
avatar yet?
So if you can look at them, it's the world creator posing for the world and such. I thought that was a really nice thing to do because I really like my friends' world and I want to broadcast.
Did you finish my avatar?
And then
I know none of these people.
Sorry, one sec. Yeah, they're close friends of mine, so they're more like in my little.
That's nothing.
But over here we have the Wanderer's Path board. Now this is kind of like a fun little thing I did to kind of mark where all the worlds are. Like not all the worlds that are on the wall are on this board, but if you wanted to like see which world was which, there's a list right here that tells you which one's which based on the number, and it tells you who made the world too. I thought that was a nice little thing to add. I like the whole exploration vibe is kind of what I was going for. So I wanted people to like do world exploration in VRChat. That's why I kind of put the Wanderer's Path board here.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a little interesting there.
But only question is like, why is
it's a little beautiful. I know. Aside from that, you have private rooms. Yeah, you can lock and unlock the doors. So you see the icon here? It'll tell you if the door is locked. And we are now inside I would recommend you keep it unlocked so people can come inside. Just give it a second. Yeah, so you lock the door, you unlock it. It's a little interesting.
Excuse me.
So there's a lock and unlock button. You might want to keep it unlocked just so people can jump in if they want.
I can jump in.
Nice model.
Not too much in here. That
Behind it.
It's a noble phantasm, but there's a lot of people in here, so I'm not doing it.
Wait, no, please.
Where'd Stabby go?
Oh, that's nice.
Here, next room.
I think she was in the private room.
No, I'm here. Hello. I'm next to you guys in the other room. Room.
Tidbit for people. That's why I put the do not touch sign. Don't touch the door.
Oh.
Teleport you somewhere. But people always touch the door. Which I don't.
It's in. It's in here.
Touch it, and they're probably gonna touch it anyways. Should.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
One room and then the attic, and then we're good to go.
But tracking so bad when I was moving.
So this is my room. I like having my own room in my world.
Why do you have this in your closet?
Obviously not too complicated.
Just bring everything out.
I see you went into my closet. Here, everyone, let's go in my closet. Alright, yeah. Welcome to the closet, guys. It's where I keep my memes. You can't, yeah. It's where I keep my memes, guys. It's the closet. Let me make sure everyone got in here.
Oh man.
Yeah,
You're a closet memer.
Closet memer, yeah.
One of the memes got out though. The trash man isn't here anymore. He kind of got out, unfortunately. I don't know where he went.
Oh,
He left some trash.
I thought you were a meme king.
Who knows?
Yeah, everyone is in here.
Yeah. People really like the cutouts and stuff. Oh, by the way, if you collide with this, it'll take you straight back.
What did you do to my man?
Back
I
here.
found
Whoa.
Saber. I found Bob.
It's
your boyfriend.
People really like.
You're been cheating on your.
You're interrupting
do as well.
something
Aside
right
from
now.
that, you have my bed, the bulletin board with some pictures, and then some scenic pictures on the wall from other stuff that I was doing. Ooh, yeah, it's a bit of a fun. It's a bit. I'm gonna check and make sure I'm not like going too fast.
Attic.
People really like this kind of stuff. Oh, sorry, I'm a little lag real quick. There we go. Alright.
Nanachi.
Oh yeah, my a little fun little tidbit is that my computer actually has a picture of my Unity project, so people people can see me. People can see me working on my project. And
I'm not sure if I like this picture. It looks a bit creepy.
Most of the time I'm doing productive stuff, so we can
I'm on the roof
go
as
to the
well.
attic now, which is through the door here.
Yes, the place where all the magic happens.
Oh, check this one.
Nanachi.
There's this picture.
This one.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Saber, I found your boyfriend.
Jeez, no, you just
Excuse me?
So, oh, where's the chair? Oh, there. Hey, there we are.
Attic back down to the floor, so I made it the way you just collide straight and it teleports you down. I wanted to help desktop users and stuff. Aside from that, you have the Easter decorations. I had paintings up around the inn for Easter. This one's personally my favorite right here. It's my favorite one. I love it. It gets people the creeps, but I love it. It's a personal in my heart. And then you just have some boxes strewn around with my Easter decorations right here. You know, so I keep my Easter decorations. Gotta make people think it's interactive and stuff. And then aside from that, we have the staff.
Saber, we found your boyfriend.
Oh, this is the. Oh, this is where it grows his weed.
That looks lovely.
Mm.
That's weed. It's It's not weed.
to happen.
The asset in Unity is called Dragon Teeth. So I tell people that this is Dragon Teeth, not weed. And I'm right. It's called Dragon Teeth.
You gotta turn it into shish kebab. No.
Saber, who is that downstairs you were with? I don't think your boyfriend's gonna be too happy about that. Oh my god! Oh my god, madam, have some self-respect!
I call him
Oh my god!
This is where he lives. He lives right here. He's got his bed. He's got a picture of his family. He's got some like emo posters because he's an emo. He's got a table with a knife through a wanted poster. You kind of have to understand. Like,
go to sleep.
Of why the world
Yeah, I'll take you with me.
And then aside from that, this is where we hold
So much to $25.
it's supposed to look simple because
I made a Persona reference
and such. Not too complicated. And aside from that, that's really about it. There's nothing else I have to show for this place. I just did a bunch of renovations, so everything's kind of new. That's
good night, sweet prince.
Okay, if you want to go do another one, we can. There you go. I think I was going a little fast there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, thanks for showing this off, man. This is awesome. I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been working on it since February. I think I made it first public in March.
Nice.
And I took it down for a while to do renovations, and then I made it public yesterday. So it's going good.
Nice.
Nice.
I was hoping to show it Mother's Day, but unfortunately, Developers Meetup was canceled, so I had to wait till today.
We did have an
sorry
official
about
launch, yeah, but...
But you know, Lucas, if you want to drop a portal to your world now, we can move on.
Okay, alright.
What have you done?
Yeah, move out of the way. Move out of the way.
Alright, so most of you have seen this already, but this is in a teaser. This is what will go public.
Did somebody say the way?
Are we doing Invite Plus?
Yes.
Invite Plus is
Yes.
Invite Plus.
Yeah. That is so
We're gonna
cute, the
talk
little
about-
thingy.
No, it's the teaser world.
Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah.
So, if everyone just waits in this room, don't go on ahead just yet.
Oh, I can sit right where people spawn. Oh, that's sick. Can move out of the way.
Syrian world.
I want.
Oh yay.
For everyone.
I hate this emo glitch so much.
Is everyone here? I think.
Just
No, we're still waiting for some.
I'm getting a really weird
sitting
glitch with my menu here, my quick menu, when it's overlaying with that panel over there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's with the new update where they put the priority on. So any sprites or canvases now get hidden behind the menu.
Is your keep supposed to have?
I dislike.
Oh, that's weird.
This bug so much.
Yeah.
Because there's a bug that happens whenever you're doing a gesture or expression. It locks it when you get out of a seat, when you're doing it on the seat. And as far as I'm aware of, I think it's client side, unless you guys see both of my swords right now.
No, I only see one.
It's only that one that's affected by it. That one's not. So you could do the same one as that.
Okay, one might be static and one might not be. That could be why.
Nobody saw that.
So you can look at that one and see what that one is, and then I'll fix that one.
Yeah. Is it like a deal breaker though if it's hidden by the menu?
No.
It's not a deal breaker, it's just I immediately noticed it when I popped in. So I was just like, oh, I should probably bring this up just in case.
Literally unplayable.
Yep.
Oh
yeah, because it affects this one as well.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, so if everyone's here, okay, so this is, so a lot of you here have already seen the boss fight, and this is what I'm gonna submit for public within this week coming now. It's basically to tease the world. There'll be a trailer at the end.
Yeet!
This world I modelled based off the poster on that table over there with that weird plant thing on the table. There's a tutorial there's like a little introduction, and I'm kind of weaving in like a narrative for the world where there's like a company called Yakuza Corp. Who are basically like Westworld. They've built a Final Fantasy world essentially with hosts.
The logo looks
Yeah.
familiar.
So if you talk to the NPC, she'll introduce the world, and then there's a quote from Westworld where you ask her if she's real, and that was from the first episode of Westworld. So I'll put that little thing in there as well.
Yeah.
I take it you never got the shader working?
No, I couldn't get that working. It just wouldn't work with sprites, so I don't know if I'd need to switch over to just meshes now and do with that.
You could just turn it into a texture.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do, I think.
Hold on, that's in Unity. Like that's just saying instead of being sprite, change to texture 2D or something.
Is this your true
Yeah, I'll put that. I definitely need it for the boss because the HB just saves in one thing. Alright, so everyone's ready. We'll just go to the boss fight. Alright, so obviously, a lot of you are aware that this. Yeah, so I've left off the path of the rest of the world now, so if you can close there for the.
Oh dang! There's different weapons now.
And kills everyone.
Katana, hell yeah.
Presentation room where the trailer
Hold
was
on. I need to get into character.
I got everyone's favorite. I'm keeping it.
Damn, this is actually pretty cool.
I want this sword.
Does this reset all weapons or just locally?
No.
Only the ones that are dropped. So if someone's holding it, it won't reset.
What's that, Davis?
These are such baby swords for little babies. I'll use my sword.
Okay, so when you're ready, just go near the portal. But the way I've got it set up, only the instance owner can activate it. So I've got these buttons that are only instance owners.
I'll just take 2 swords.
And for those that are new,
I'm technically
you
holding
fight the
4 on
boss
my
fight
screen.
when the waypoints are visible on the body.
I'm supposed to be seeing something.
Hey, look, I'm ready.
Nice knife.
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna use this sword input.
It's like the perfect size. Holy shit!
That's so stupid. Alright, this works.
Avis? Avis? Put your sword like this.
Yeah, I can send the settings over.
Let go.
Yeah, sure.
I'm ready, Rickety.
Where are they? Well, I'm trying something. There it goes. Look at this.
Gorman, pick up the sword.
The katana.
Gorman.
Okay, I'm gonna start the boss
I
fight.
can use my
This.
sword. Yeah, thanks. I got my sword.
Oh, the thing's in. We gotta get it.
I'm ready.
What is this?
Rickety, no!
Now you got the cloud sword.
I can see you. It's like the perfect size.
Good job. Yeah, that's funny.
Die! On the tail. No. Got it.
Oh god.
But yeah, because I can look
Make
into.
sure you got like 75% sound effects at least, so you can hear the music and sound effects.
Oh!
Holy balls!
Oh my god!
Big AoE, get away!
But yeah, Lakuza, I'll look into see if I can edit the texture like shader to take in a sprite instead of a texture.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how to do it yet, but I'll see.
It's probably better if I do switch over with texture anyway, because sprites are kind of weird from a distance to start. And they're
Wait,
zigzagging
is
a
it
bit.
really?
Yeah.
I thought, like from my just like the way I did it, like if you do a texture, depending on the resolution, it'll like get really blurry.
What's this?
Oh, is this the ending portion?
Yeah, so he's gonna kill everyone now.
Maybe I do. Oh no.
Get him! Come on! Oh shit!
Look out!
Whoa!
So
Killed us so hard it knocked us to the beginning.
So that
God!
so this is the end ring now. So after you do this, the trailer starts playing. And I've just finished this yesterday, so I can enjoy the trailer.
We got smoked.
Is the trailer
Oh,
like
wait.
supposed to be playing?
But I didn't die. You can make it so like the colliders will kill you or whatever.
I would have used the
was it attacking or was it just like normal?
Yeah, it swiped up front and its tail moved too.
You might have
The
just
tail
missed the
hit
glider
me.
then.
died to its tail.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, so you have.
Oh god.
Is it not playing right now?
Delayed reaction, but I'll take it.
I had to find the fucking emo.
Still join off of you.
Does anyone have the video playing?
I have
Yeah,
the
no,
video
it's
playing.
for me.
I
I don't.
I can see the monsters and some other stuff like the
Oh,
pink
the
thing
video's
and
blank.
boss battles,
I want to
the
see
circle
it.
saw.
I should probably get out of the
And
way.
now jumping through the clouds with some platforming.
What's Conzo?
Hey, I just saw you. Luxarian worlds.
Wait, Yakuza, is this where Fiona got her idea from?
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so good.
I mean, I still haven't seen that part yet.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So for those that can see the trailer right now, for
Sorry,
seeing the
Mr.
end,
Stark,
it
but
shows
that
you how to
feels
unlock
so
the
good.
engine blade.
Wait, in this version?
So at the end of the video will show you that you have to get the sheep pickup and then put it in a box near the boss, and it'll unlock the engine blades. So if you can replay it with 20 shots.
There's me.
I don't think I'm on this.
So has it loaded for anyone yet? Like who?
Just widescreen.
Just widescreen.
Just got a
Still
widescreen.
widescreen for me.
So how can I fix that then? Because it's working for some people.
Yeah, it seems to be
So-
working for a few.
Are you loading it from YouTube?
Yeah.
Made it back.
What I would try is because I assume this is an issue on the side of the video sync script. Wait, are you trying to enable it at the same time for everybody, or are you trying to trigger it
Oh no,
individually on different clients?
it's individually. So there's like an enter trigger about
Okay.
here. So when you walk
so
through
you
here,
can't
it should.
you can't do that
Oh, okay.
because the video sync script is trying to sync it for everybody, even if you only call it locally.
Yeah.
That's an issue with the video sync script. So what you
Can I do it
do
locally at all?
No, not with the video sync script. So
Okay.
what you can do is you can take your YouTube URL, put it into a YouTube downloader conversion. Oh, where'd he go?
Oh,
Into like a YouTube downloader conversion website, and then on the download button, right-click the download button, copy the link, and then just put that into the URL section of the regular Unity video player. And what that'll do is that'll make the regular Unity.
It's just
it'll make
MP4.
It'll just ping the download service. The download service will return the MP4, and then it'll start playing.
What if I just put the video file locally into the world? I think
That
it's about
won't
20 meg. That won't work. So
Oh.
okay.
No, yeah, those get filtered out.
Or you can do what Monkey does
Right.
and upload it to archive. And then use the
I've also
MP4
seen
there.
a lot of people do it on Dropbox.
Wouldn't the archive be more secure too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
alright,
I've seen a few people play
I mean, I don't think
videos from
security's an issue.
Dropbox.
Dropbox could work, yeah.
Yeah,
It just depends on.
but then you'll hit
you do get bandwidth limits.
Yep. So
Google Drive also works there.
Has that got limits?
Yep.
I'm sure that's got limits. Isn't it?
yeah, everything.
yeah,
So
it-
use
that
use
does have
archive
a
because your
limit
file
with
is
it.
small. So just use archive and upload it there. And then you can just
And
use
then
the
put it into the
directly.
main sort of link instead of, and then I remove the
Where's my table?
bid sync, and then it should work. Alright.
Yeah. So
Cool. Well, I guess what I can, I'll post the
Where's my
trailer in
table?
the dev meetup. Just go so people can't see, you can see what it's like then. Yeah, that's good advice. Thanks.
just try it with that the prefab that I made up there. Should
Sorry,
be good with
I'm
that.
trying to set my drink down on my table. I can't find my table.
So does
That
anybody
breaks
have
the
any shows they
immersion.
want to show off today, or?
No.
What
No.
about
I haven't
Alright.
done much of mine at the moment, so
what about the
That's alright,
Bioshock
man.
map? Because you showed it
So
last time,
that's
but
it.
not
That's
everyone was
that's
here,
going to be the end of the developer meetup. Thank you guys for coming out again this week. I'm sorry I've been super inconsistent
Miss Savvy,
recently
you're
with
floating, right?
being able to and not
Yeah, I know.
post the event. But hopefully, I'm going to be able to host it a lot more consistently now. I have nothing really stopping me from being able to host it now. So with that, we're done. So if you guys want, you can stay here. I'm probably going to chill here for another few minutes. Or you guys can leave and go do whatever you want.
Oh my god,
I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
If you're free, could I show you the main world? Because I still haven't shown you that. I've been trying to catch you for a while to show you that.
Yeah,
the main city one. Cool.
I want to go too.
This one or
I wanted to go too.
Oh, this is Squid hasn't seen the main one with the city and the giant boss. So I was gonna.
Let's go.
Well, pretty much, man. Is this like a continuation of the dev meetup in a way? Or do you just want it to be a smaller group?
No, I don't mind. It's
Like
just that
after party.
it might be a bit more laggy. So if you don't mind, like a bit of frame rate drops.
I don't mind.
Then it should be okay. So drop a
I have
call
played
in, or-
VRChat before. I am used to lag.
I was born into it.
Almost just stuck a dozen swords into your skull.
Oh, merely
Yeah.
a bucket into the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Rez, you're in the.
Well, now it's all in your chest.
location.
Ah.
Rez, you
Sorry, Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good.
Did you just really?
Huh? Yeah, I just really.
Choco bar? Choco
Here we
bars?
go. Everybody, let's go.
Wait, you can like stand
Come
on
on,
this?
let's get to it. I know that we can.
And seeing as that was the end of it, I'm gonna shut off the stream. And goodbye.